Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
Today, we are watching season 2, episode 8 of Haikyu called Illusionary Hero.
And let's just keep it rolling. The episodes have been great. The characters have been awesome. We're training, we're getting better. We're gonna play a whole bunch of teams and see what's happening. We're losing, but we're learning.
Lose and learn, baby. I will say, on my first watch through, I enjoyed season 2, but it was like not even close to my favorite. The newfound appreciation I have found for this season watching it again is insane. Like, every episode has been meaningful, sparking discussion, huge topics. Yeah, and I don't think I really realized that quite as much on my first watch through, so I just wanted to say this time through I am like really gaining that love for season 2.
And do you think that's because you know where it leads later on? Like, was it slow for you when you watched it by yourself? Or is the conversations that we're having about it more interesting? Like, can you put your finger on why you like it more this time around?
Maybe, I think knowing where things lead definitely helps. I also think, the discussions have definitely been good, and having somebody to bounce ideas off of and like debate certain topics has been like really cool. But I don't know. Yeah, it's probably just the hindsight and seeing like how much impact every episode has had or has.
I was really hoping that was going to be the answer to that, but that's a fair answer.
No.
I don't think there was too much else to discuss. I'm curious to just see where this next episode goes.
We left it off with Tsukishima causing some problems. People are worried about him. People are like, do you even care? So let's find out. Does he care? Are we gonna find out this episode? They kind of left us with a cliffhanger, everybody worrying about him. But here we go. Season 2, episode 8 of Haikyu is coming right now.
Trying to decide whether to say something or not.
なんでそんなにひょろっちいんだ。体鍛えないとダメなんだから。お前、カバン係な。うわ、泣く。すぐ泣くよ、こいつ。泣き虫。何見てんだよ。おい、6年生じゃねえの？ちげえよ。3組のやつだよ。かっこ悪い。何がだよ。おい、待てよ。何？
He has a maroon shirt too.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't notice that.
出せんだよ、メガネ。バカバカバカ。ちょっと待ってよ。
かっこ悪い。あの時ツッキーは俺も含めてそう言ったのかもしれないけど、そんなことより俺にとっての脅威だったいじめっ子に対して一人でそれを言えることがすっげえかっこよくて羨ましかった。こんな風になれたらいいなと思った。
山口は？山口なら月島になんて言う？
Hinata provoking the conversation. I like that we're going to carry on with the story arc and see a little bit more of that progression of what happens. I wasn't sure if they were going to kind of leave it and come back to it, and I didn't realize they've known each other for that long.
I love a backstory.
You do love a backstory.
And here we go. The initial part of their friendship. Tsukishima standing up for him.
Kind of.
Yeah, mostly just like ripping on the other people, maybe him too, but like he stopped him from getting hurt.
True.
じゃあお先です。
おお、お疲れ。おーい月島、シンクロ攻撃の練習すっからちょっと付き合えよ。俺もまだいけるよ。ウィングスパイカー3枚になっちゃうけどいいだろ。俺もタイミング掴んどきたいしさ。まさかレギュラーの座を。いつまでもベンチ温めてると思うなよ。受けて立つぜ大地さん、早くやりましょう。
ちょっと休ませろって。
大地さん、そんな悠長なこと言ってらんないんすよ俺。
たかが部活だろ。
レフトレフト4番。さすがエースね。
兄ちゃん、高校はどこに住むの？
烏野。最近じゃ白鳥沢に匹敵する強豪だ。高校で絶対全国行くぞ。ただいま。
おかえり。また居残りでしらん？
みんなレベル高いから負けてらんねえんだよ。鵜飼監督厳しいし。でも目指せ1年でレギュラー入り。
部員の数すごいんでしょ？入ったらかっこいいじゃん。
だろ？母さん。
おかえり。
明日も弁当3食ね。朝練後と昼と部活前よ。
はい、高タンパク&低脂肪でしょ。
そうそう、よろしく。
今日肉屋のおばさんにお兄さんカラスノのバレー部なんてすごいねって言われた。
おう。
兄ちゃん明日試合でしょ？見に行っていい？
見られると緊張するからダメ。
ねえ、今ってポジションどこ？中学と同じ？
そうだよ。
じゃあエースだ。
まあな。K はどうなんだよ。この前少年団のチーム入ったんだろ？
レシーブ嫌いだ。
最初は全然思い通りに飛ばねえだろ。ちょっと構えてみ。
え？
行くぞ。
あ。
K、腕で上げようとするなよ。こうしっかり腰を落として全身で送り出す感じにやるんだ。ちょっと俺に投げて。
すげ
え！レシーブは全ての起点だからな。バレーはつなぎが命。周りの子たちと仲良くしてるか？
してるし。
嘘つけ。その顔バレバレだっつーの。
Was he lying about being the ace at Karasuno?
Adam, why are you asking me? You know I'm not going to say
No, I'm
anything
just saying, right, but
until we find out
yeah.
details.
It seems like he didn't want to let his little brother down. I had so many thoughts about that interaction. First was like, did he not want him to come because he didn't want him to cramp his style in high school? And then, did he not want to let him down by saying he's not the ace? Is he embarrassed he's on the bench? Like, that interaction left me with a lot of questions.
But it is very clear that little Tsukishima really looks up to his brother.
Correct. That, and his brother looks like he spent time with him, tried to teach him things. Like, they seem relatively close. So far, I'm not picking up anything.
He's also so cute with his big glasses.
Yes.
Like, oh, my heart is melting.
Konnichiwa. この間どうもありがとう。どっかで会った？公園で。ああ。
でここで何してんの？
俺もスポーツやりたくて、野球もサッカーも怖そうなやついたけど、ここは大丈夫そうだから。あ、靴かっこいいね。俺まだ学校の運動靴だから。
僕もお下がりだよ。来週新しいの買うまで兄貴の。
兄ちゃんもバレエやってるの？
烏野高校っていう強豪でやってる。一応エース的な。
強豪のエース？かっけ
別にそれほどでもないけど、中学からそうだし。すっげえ！
いつからやってるの？このチームだったの？
Yeah.
エースとかかっこいい。
ただいま。
今日の練習試合どうだった？
おう、バッチリ。たくさんスパイク決めてきた。
かっこいいじゃん。パス練やろう。
飯食ってからな。
山口、
授業なんだっけ？国語。
明日烏野の試合見に行くけど、行く？緊張するから来るなとは言われてんだけど、兄貴高3だから県内での試合は最後なんだよね。
行く。アキテル君の試合初めてだ。月島の兄ちゃんもカラスのバレー部？うちもなんだけど。月島んちポジションは？
ウイングスパイカー。
うちも選手層厚いから大変だよな。試合出らんないなら強豪行くのも考えもんだわ。ツッキーの兄ちゃんは出てるよ。は？嘘。俺最近も試合見に行ったけど、レギュラーに月島って名前の人いなかったよ。
そんなわけないだろ。
He's so
試合の
tall.
様子とかいつも聞いてるし、勘違いじゃないの？
見ればわかるだろ。
ああ、行けばわかる。
すげえ、またあの10番。170そこそこしかないのに、しかもまだ2年だろ。
ほら、レフトが3年の川田君と、もう一人は小さな大エースって呼ばれてる2年生エースだよ。ここ1年ずっと。もう分かったってば。見ればわかるよ。俺の兄ちゃんだって3年なのに試合出れてないんだよ。
ガツン。ドラマとか映画とかで血が飛び散ったり首が吹っ飛んだりするより、こっちの方が断然衝撃的。兄はコートになどいなかった。
ナイスサーブ。
かっこ悪い。
Was he even on the team?
Oh.
Your world just gets shattered. So do you think he saw like all the hard work his brother put in and never got to play and it's not worth it, or
No, he was led to believe that his brother was the ace of the team.
No, I get that, but I'm jumping to like his attitude in present.
Oh.
Like I'm trying to draw that comparison between what we're seeing and like why he views like it as just a club. You know what I mean? Where he's not putting in that full commitment. So
Kind of like, why put all this work in?
yeah,
Like, what is it for?
yeah. Like it was important enough to my brother to lie about it to me, and it's just not worth it.
My heart like sunk into my stomach.
Like he's not even on the bench. That's a tough.
But his brother was probably mortified seeing him witness that too.
Oh yeah, the lie comes crashing down.
But like the commitment to the lie though, like holy, you're making your mom make you 3 lunches. You're like talking about the games like you're actually there, like playing them, like oh.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you do with that? Your hero, the person you look up to in that moment, is just not the person you thought they were at all.
It makes you question everything.
Yeah, it like at his age, that shatters your world.
たかが部活のことだったのに、それを兄の全てであるかのように思ってた。結果兄に不要な嘘までつかせた。
じゃあエースだ。
まあな。
でも兄も多分信じようとしていた。頑張ればそうなれると。でもなったからなんだ。そんなに必死になるほどのことだったのか。
ズッキ
ー！何？ ツキは昔から何でもスマートにかっこよくこなして、俺いつも羨ましかったよ。だから
最近の月はかっこ悪いよ。
ひなたはいつか小さな巨人になるかもしれない。だったら月がひなたに勝てばいいじゃないか。ひなたよりすごい選手だって実力で証明すればいいじゃないか。身長も頭脳もセンスも持ってるくせに、どうしてこっから先は無理って線引いちゃうんだよ。例えばすごく頑張ってカラスノで一番の選手になったとして、その後万が一にも全国に行くことができたとして、その先は果てしなく上には上がいる。たとえそこそこの結果を残しても絶対に一番になんかなれない。どこかで負ける。それを分かってるのにみんなどんな原動力で動いてんだよ。そんなもんプライド以外に何がいるんだ。
Ooh, I like this from him.
Masako, こんな日が来るとは。お前いつの間にそんなかっこいいやつになったの？お前かっこいいよ。少なくとも
どうしたの？
僕がグダグダ考えてるよりずっと。でも納得はできない。ちょっと聞いてくる。
ツキ。
Oh man, I got real teary-eyed there for a sec.
Why? What hit you?
Just, I mean, that line, what else do you need besides pride? Like, holy. That hits hard. You know, the courage it must have taken Yamaguchi to, like, confront Tsuki, like...
Because it's someone he kind of idolizes.
Yeah, this friend, but like there's definitely a hierarchy in their friendship, and he, you know, has always been like the sidekick or the follower, and like I can't imagine, you know, the self-talk and like what it took to get him to confront him. He said things that are probably really hard for anybody to hear, but he did it out of like love for his friend, for his team, you know, and it's just like, it's the whole situation, that whole confrontation is just like built on love.
Yeah.
And that is like so beautiful to me.
One, and he's taken a risk because Tsukishima he strikes me as the kind of person where he doesn't need anybody else. He would turn his back and walk away. Like there's a risk that Yamaguchi loses his only friend, or not only, but like his best friend over calling him out in that situation. I think that took a ton of courage. And again, he does it in a way where he understands Tsukishima and he kind of knows the story.
He was there beside him
Yeah.
when Tsukishima was probably so embarrassed as a little 12-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
He was sitting there beside him, and even when that kid came up and was like, see, there's nobody there, he's like, yeah, we get it, and like withheld judgment, you know, just like stood by him.
He's loyal.
Love a loyal person. But it's curious, like if he has all these feelings, it's like a curious situation that he even chose to be a part of the volleyball team anyways.
Yeah, I feel like there's just like he's probably good at it. It seems like it's this love-hate relationship. Like he can't get away from it, and he does it, and he's good at it, but he doesn't want it to be important because it ruined his brother and his relationship, and he's probably very afraid of going down that path. Like if you really care, and then looking at what he did, it's just this whole mess in his head.
Yeah, like I do this because I enjoy it, but like it's just a club, so like whatever.
Yeah.
What do you think about his statement of like, okay, so we win whatever, so we go to nationals, what if we win that? Like there's always going to be somebody better, so what's the point?
I mean, I think that it's a true statement for 99.95% of the population. Like you're never going to be the best. But that pursuit of being the best you can be, of giving 100% and seeing how far you can go, there's a real sense of accomplishment for that, to like look back on something and go, I maximized my potential. I did everything I could to get there. And you know what? I think most of the time when you do that, you surprise yourself. Will you win a world championship? Maybe not. But the experience and the journey of that chase is very often worth it.
Well said, well said.
なあ大地、
お
月島ほっといていいのか？
強制的にやらせたら自主練じゃないだろ。
そうだけどさ。
俺は最初の3対3やった時からそこまで心配してないよ。でも毎日月島が辞めるなんて言い出したら焦って止めるから、その時は手伝ってね。月島がどう考えてるかわかんないけどさ、俺たちはまだ発展途上もいいとこだし、才能の限界なんてわかんないだろ。もしそれを感じることがあったとしたって、それでも上を目指さずにはいられない。理屈も理由もわかんないけどさ。確かに。
And that statement from Daichi was in complete contrast to Tsuki's entire belief system.
It was so interesting to see the dichotomy of those two people.
Why try? Because there's always going to be someone better. We have to give our best because we don't know the limits of our potential. Like, could they be more opposite?
But I really like his approach. He's like, I don't get it, but I'm gonna give him his space to do it. He's really emotionally intelligent.
He'd be a really great dad.
I agree.
He's like, I don't agree with him, I don't get him, but he'll figure it out. And if it gets to the point he's gonna quit, then I'll step in.
Yeah. Oh, get that jump float.
Almost. Baby.
Yamaguchi 君が規制を発しながら走っていったんだけど大丈夫かな？
規制って？
ズッキー！
pretty good imitation.
おお、月島んとこ行ったのか。
Still touching that ball.
うん、なんか月島のこと気にしてた。
そっか。
月島ってさ、かっこ悪いことを絶対やらないじゃん。テストで失敗とかしないし、なんでもシャッってやるじゃん。シュッて。
He loves the sound effects.
の違いとは。
Nobody knows
だから
what he knows.
大丈夫だと思うんだよね。バレエうまいのと下手なの、どっちがかっこいいのかなんて決まってんじゃん。
It's just the bug.
おやおやおやおやおやおや。
聞きたいことがあるんですが、いいですか？
いいよ。
すみません、ありがとうございます。お二人のチームはそこそこの強豪ですよね。
まあね。
全国への出場はできたとしても優勝は難しいですよね。
可能じゃねえだろ。
まあまあ聞きましょうよ。家庭の話でしょ。
僕は純粋に疑問なんですが、どうしてそんなに必死にやるんですか？バレエはたかが部活で、将来履歴書に学生時代部活を頑張りましたって書けるくらいの価値じゃないんですか？
ただの部活ってなんか人の名前っぽいな。おお、ただ信勝くんか。いや待て、ちげえよ、たかが部活だよ。ああ、そうか、人名になんねえ。惜しかった。
Brain cells over there.
突っ込んだ方がいいですか？
いいよ、キリがないから。
ああ、メガネくんさ。
月島です。
月島くんさ、バレーボール楽しい？
いや、特には。
それはさ、下手くそだからじゃない？俺は3年で全国にも行ってるし、お前よりうまい、断然うまい。
言われなくても分かってます。
でもバレエが楽しいと思うようになったのは最近だ。ストレート打ちが試合で使い物になるようになってから。もともと得意だったクロス打ちをブロックにガンガン止められて、くっそ悔しくてストレート練習しまくった。んで次の大会で同じブロック相手に全く触らせず打ち抜いたった。その一本で俺の時代来たーくらいの気分だったね。その瞬間があるかないかだ。
That is so true.
将来がどうだとか、次の試合で勝てるかどうかとか、ひとまずどうでもいい。目の前のやつぶっ潰すことと、自分の力が 120% 発揮された時の快感が全て。まあそれはあくまで俺の話だし、誰にだってそれが当てはまるわけじゃねえだろうよ。お前の言うたかが部活ってのも俺はわかんねえけど間違ってはないと思う。ただもしもその瞬間が来たら、それがお前がバレエにはまる瞬間だ。はい、質問答えだから。
I'm fired up.
Okay, explain.
It's just, it's so true. Like if you think about it, like if you really think about it, Tsukishima's approach to this is 100% logical, right? Like, what do you really get out of it? Like, unless you go on to make a living, like you did, right? I never made a living doing it. In fact, my grades probably suffered because of it, quite frankly, right? What does it get you in the long run of what you're chasing? The answer is tangibly nothing, right? But, and so that's a very unemotional kind of, if I want to do this in my life, you know, this is something I do to stay in shape, to have fun, put on my resume, I play on a team, it looks good, it gets me here. But Bokuto,
Yeah.
he's 100% right. You can ask anybody who's played sports, probably at any level, rec, college, club, professionally. You ask them what their highlights are, they can tell you. They can tell you what those moments are. In fact, every time you get together with the boys that you play together, you spend the first 10 minutes talking about your families, like and where you are in life and what's going on, and then the rest of the time you spend talking about how great you were when you were playing sports and your favorite memories. It's all the same, and the feeling is still with you, and that's why I'm saying I'm fired up. Like, I was listening to him, and like my best moments were running through my head, and I could feel the energy of that.
I don't think his is so much a best moment as like he learned a skill or grew a skill that allowed him to like be more dominant.
Yeah, but you like again.
What do you have a distinct moment? Like when he got his first kill down the line, that was the moment that he was like, I'm hooked. Like, do you have a distinct moment that you know, did something and were like, this is it?
I mean, I could pick a couple, yeah. Like for me, playing hockey was like the first time I laid a great hit. I was hooked. I wanted to play hockey forever. Like in volleyball, there were a couple things. Like you remember connecting on your first quick as a middle. You remember your highest level blocks of like where your eyes are open and you're facing your hitter and you just like see everything happening and you drop your
Adam's
hand.
like having an out of body experience.
No, but it's so true. But and also like he has his moment there, but like I bet you he played really well in that match. Like you just have those times where everything goes well and everything you worked for like just comes to fruition in that moment. And he's right, it's such a cool feeling, and then you chase wanting to do that again.
Well, you referred to like, well, most people don't have anything tangible to show for it, like unless you make it a career and make money. I would say like, even if it is your career and you make money, like if you're really honest with yourself, nobody really cares about what you did in a sport except you and like the people you're absolutely closest to.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, yeah, sure, you make a living, that's great. That is like something tangible that you can hold on to. But as far as the emotional component about like, why do I do this? If money is like a side, it's like, it's the same for everybody, because like even Olympic champions, whatever, like, does anybody really care? No, you do, because you won it and you're gonna hold on to that forever, but nobody else really cares all that much. And so I think no matter what your level is or how far you go, it's like the same thing.
Alright, did you a favor, now come block for me.
Are we done here? Good, now just put up your sticks.
Yamaguchi-kun 戻ってきた。
Yamaguchi! Tsukishima!
猫間とフクロウダニのダブル首相に捕まったっぽい。
何？羨ましい。俺も行こうかな。
I don't think they'll let you in the gym.
ツッキーはライバルだと思う。
お？当たり前だろ。同じポジションだし、俺にないもん全部持ってる。絶対負けねえ。練習！おー！キャプテン！俺入る！
シマと月島くんがライバルなら太陽 VS 月だね。ひなたと月島だから。
そっか、そうだね。
They couldn't be more different.
そうなるといいな。
Yamaguchi's a good friend.
4番
4番の人、今日もすごい迫力。
先生。4番のスパイクは止められなくても手に当てるだけでもいい。
そっか。止められなくても手に当てれば勢いが弱くなるってことですか？
そう。ブロックの目的は基本的に2種類で、手に当ててレシーブをしやすくするためのソフトブロックと、完全にシャットアウトするためのキルブロックがあるの。
キルって殺すのキルですか？
そう。
止めなくてもいいんですか？
いや、ドサッとできんなら願ったり叶ったりだ。
ナイスレシーブ。俺にお答え。レフトだ。4番4番。
まずは意識しろ。指の先まで力込めろ。絶対に吹っ飛ばされないように。んで、 手は上じゃなく前に出せ。前にだ。そんでうるせえ袋を黙らせろ。やってみろよ。
触ってボールの勢いを弱めるためのソフトブロックとスパイクを完全に殺すための。
I love that look.
Ooh, made him tip it, baby. Come on. Well, they made him make a change.
いや、絶対強打で来ると思いましたよ。まさかフェイントだったとは。さすが全国区エースですね。
大地さん、今の。
僕とさん今逃げました。逃げたんじゃねえ。避けたんだ。上手に避けたの。
油断。
もう。はいはい、すいませんでした。
I'm gonna help you out so you can shut him up.
いやー、これはまた。
Who came to play?
厄介なひな鳥が殻を破り始めたかな。
That's how you do it.
太陽 vs 月
I'm not sure I even have words.
Yamaguchi made an impact.
Yeah.
He said the hard thing, made Tsuki think a little bit.
But that's, like, to me, that's what teammates are for. Right? Like, those are the people that you're going to battle with. And it takes everybody to keep the team moving in the right direction. To make sure that nobody is taking time off or not reaching their potential. And it's not always comfortable.
I would say that in the broader sense, that's what like good friends are for. Like to hold people to hold you accountable, to give you a little kick in the butt when you need one. Like
or to encourage you.
Yeah. It's like it's not always I'm gonna stand like accept what you're doing no matter what. It's like, no, I know you're better than this, you know, and I think that was like a solid friend move.
I agree. And it was nice to see, like, and he's not going to cheer and he's not going to change who he is, but there's just that, like, you could see it in his eyes. Mm-hmm. There's an intensity, there's a focus, there's the starting of a belief that he can make a difference.
Well, he asked Kuro for help.
Yeah.
For some advice, getting some technical advice from a third-year strong middle blocker. You know, the look at Hinata at the end, like
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely, and that's what happens. And I was fortunate to play on a good team in university, and we would have 6-on-6 scrimmages, and you were playing for your spot. Like, and it got chippy and it got intense and everybody wants to play. And that's how you get better.
Another great episode.
Loved it. And I love the backstory. I love learning about the characters and how they shape each person and how, you know, how you react to situations is dependent on you know, your experiences as a kid and as you were growing up and the thought that goes into each of these characters. It's incredibly well done.
Oh my gosh. We've all played with Tsukishima.
Absolutely.
Like.
Absolutely.
It's so well done. They nailed it again with this episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to hit us up in the comments below, and as always, you know, do not include any spoilers because Adam, we need to keep them fresh. Okay?
Wilting.
So let us know your thoughts on this episode and what we had to say. We'd love your feedback. As always, we would be so happy if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned because we need to keep season 2 rolling because we need this impact in our lives.
I agree.
So we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.